Hi, I'm Veronica Vance. Coming up, we check out 3 sweet treat places unique to the D, combine 2 wonderful things for a bike and brew tour, and finally we see the innovations of the Shell Eco Marathon of the Americas, so stay tuned.
Production funding for this program was made possible by the Detroit Metro Convention and Visitors Bureau, driving tourism growth in Metro Detroit since 1896. More information is available at visitdetroit.com.
Detroit is definitely making its mark in the food world as foodies are discovering all the great flavors of Detroit. We've got celebrity chefs that have restaurants, we've got pop-up restaurants that occur all the time, but we've also got some unique places that offer sweet treats. And our first stop is Bon Bon Bon. We're right at the corner of Griswold and Fort inside the Chrysler House. Come on, you're going to love this.
I come in here every day. I work in this building, but I come in here once a day and I just get myself one bon. I get a different one every day and I'm trying to go through all of them.
Do you have a favorite so far?
Oh, I really like Whiskey Lullaby. Whiskey Lullaby, I'm a fan of that one. Just like the melted off whiskey into caramel, it's fantastic. You can't beat it.
So Bon Bon Bon, is that good? Is that, what is it?
Pretty much. It loosely translates in a couple different languages to being good goodie.
Good goodie?
A good goodie. So it's just something little, it's something special, and it's a good one.
And you've got such a neat variety of flavors. I love how they're packaged in the cute little boxes.
So this one's black truffle. It's a black boar truffle, which is actually like truffle, like the mushroom. Oh. It's in a white chocolate ganache and then in a dark chocolate shell. Mac and cheese is one where it sounds real crazy. Yeah, but it's not at all. It's a French macaron and mascarpone cheese. Okay. And it's drizzled with dark chocolate. Whiskey Lullaby, it's a whiskey caramel with chamomile ganache and candied chamomile flowers. Ooh. Carrie Hates Pink is for a production manager who hates pink and then invented a pink bonbon. She's like, can we put this one on the menu? And we all just went, you hate pink. So hence Carrie Hates Pink.
Carrie Hates Pink.
But they rotate through all the time, so we have almost 70 altogether.
70?
Pick out a couple, and we can show you how the packaging works.
Well, I definitely want to try the Carrie Hates Pink because I love peppermint.
The Better Crunch.
Whiskey, caramel, chamomile, ganache, and dark chocolate. Whiskey Lullaby. Oh.
So when you get home, you can open it back up and see you have your own personal map as to what's going on.
Oh my gosh, look at that. Wait a minute, I love the packaging. Let's start with the sweet and salty butter crunch. Okay. Oh my god.
Yeah. The sweet and the salt and the crunch. It's like everything you wish a Nestle Crunch Bar was.
It's like a one whole perfect bite. This is the Whiskey Lullaby.
And it's got the caramel in the bottom.
Oh, wow. That is heavenly.
Isn't that great?
So good. Carrie Hates Pink. Peppermint and
It's a peppermint cream.
Okay. The whole thing is pink inside, which is practically great. I love it.
Isn't that great?
I have to take some to go.
Oh, absolutely. Let's pack up a box for you.
Thank you. Bon appetit. Okay, so I'm in Greek Town now where they have everything authentically Greek. They've got the flaming cheese, grape leaves, they've got steaks, burgers, you name it. But they also have sweet treats, and that's what we're going to go into crema for. So what is a creme nut? How is it different than a donut?
Sure. A donut is just a yeast-raised dough. A creme nut is a croissant dough, and we cut it into a donut shape, and then we fry it and add our own homemade filling to it too. We make our own raspberry filling. We fill it with Nutella. We make our own strawberry filling. This is one that is really popular. It's the creme brulee.
Creme brulee?
Creme nut. And it has custard, which we make ourselves. And then we brush it with sugar, and then we burn it like a creme brulee with a torch.
This is almost too pretty to eat. It's a little masterpiece here.
Yeah, and it's really delicious. And like you said, there's a little crunch at the top. And you see all the layers in between.
Oh, that is delicious. That is so light.
Yeah.
So this is your gelato. Now you have a lot of flavors.
Yeah, we have 16 flavors. We rotate them too. So they're not all the 16 at the same time. We have fresh mango. We puree the mangoes to make mango gelato. We have banana that we also puree. Something that's really popular, we have a salted caramel with pecan
I see that's
gelato.
popular.
Yeah, Greek yogurt. It's a Greek yogurt. It's one of the best ones that we have. Isn't that great?
Oh my gosh.
I know.
That is fabulous. This would be like my breakfast.
And the one thing that's absolutely great is the pistachio.
Oh, it's got actual pistachios right on top too.
Yeah, we put pistachios as a garnish at the top. Isn't that a great flavor?
Oh. So up here, these are kind of typical breakfast items that you eat in Greece?
Yeah, they're breakfast items that people in Greece, like I told you,
Yeah.
every corner just about in Greece, there's a store like this, and they sell spinach pie, bougatsa, which is like a semolina cream, and cheese pie, and loukoumades, which are like the little dough balls there,
Little dough balls with-
soaked in honey.
I love the decor.
Thank you.
I like it. It's very inviting when you walk in.
Yeah.
I want to thank you so much,
Thank you very
Tasso.
much.
I'm going to go pick up my gelato flavors and my creme nuts to go,
Great.
okay? So now here I am at the north end of Detroit's bustling Eastern Market in front of Milano Bakery. We're going to go inside and find out how they've been doing baked goods for decades in the D.
We always try something different
Yeah.
every time we come. Yeah.
And you like to sit and dine in or outside in
Yeah.
the summertime.
Yeah, it's just a nice treat.
I'm going to tell you, it smells fabulous in here.
Well, thank you.
So you are the pastry chef here.
Yes.
And so you kind of oversee all of the sweet treats?
I'm in charge of a lot of the sweet ones, and then we have some bakers at nighttime who do like the pastry ones that we're in front of right now. So.
And I see up there too, you don't just do pastry items, you do pizza and sandwiches.
Yes, we're a full cafe.
What are some of your favorite things, some of your hot sellers that people just come in and can't leave without?
Our pineapple upside down cakes are huge sellers. But we also have like our danishes. The almond danish is amazing. We do birthday cakes. We do wedding cakes.
Wow, wedding cakes.
Pretty much anything you want, we can make happen.
Well, you've got some really neat looking things in here, like the peanut butter bar, caramel bumpy cakes,
Yeah.
Oreo cake. These things look delicious.
We have our fresh fruit tarts and our cute little bumblebee
Yes,
cupcakes.
those are adorable. The bumblebee cupcakes are cute. This is more of your baked goods, your cookies.
Yes, our
and-
baked goods, and then we got like things like the traditional like Applejack and Cherry Jack, which everybody seems to really love. And then of course we have our butter cookies, huge
Oh,
Christmas
yum.
seller.
Okay, now the best part, I get to try some of the items. What do we've
Yes.
got here? The
That's the almond Danish, and then of course we got our chocolate bumpy and our pineapple upside down
pineapple.
cake.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you have to get the
surprise
almond
inside.
You have to get the almond filling inside. That's the best part about it.
Oh my goodness. It's like the almond taste is exploding in your mouth. That is
yeah,
delicious.
I'm not sure how we make
Okay.
it so delicious, but it's delicious.
That is so light and flaky too. That's all that sticky goodness on top with the pineapple. It's one of the best flavors. You get the, what is it, kind of the sweet and sour taste of the pineapple a little bit, or what?
Yeah, the sweet and then you got like the brown sugary type caramely to it. Yeah.
Chocolate. Look how thick that icing is on there. Oh my goodness. That's just a little bite of heaven on a fork, isn't it? Oh, that is just wonderful. Well, Laura, I want to thank you so much for showing off Milano Cafe.
No problem. It's a pleasure.
Yes, and you picked out some fabulous treats, and I want to say this is the perfect ending to a bunch of sweet treats downtown. So if your sweet tooth is calling you, we've got you covered. I'm going to go back to this pineapple upside down cake because you are right. This is just the bomb. It is delicious. I love it.
A lot of characters up and down Gratiot. You get in and out, park where you want.
We love it.
You see vehicles you just don't see anywhere else.
You know, it's like another zoo. It's filled with exotic things.
I love the people, I love the cars, I love the excitement.
I
I could spend days here.
They're ready to go. Bikes and beer? Oh yeah. Throw in a little bit of history and you've got the Motor City Bike and Brew Tour. Let's go.
A reason why I started here, besides the gorgeous parking lot that we're all in, is the fact that Traffic Jam and Snug and Motor City Brewing Works, at least in the Detroit area, were the first of the small breweries that came back as the craft beer boom started really in this area in the 90s.
They like seeing us out there enjoying the city, so make sure that you let them know that we appreciate them allowing us to share the road with them as well.
Hi Steve, so I'm excited to go on this bike tour today. We're going to learn a bit of brewing history.
And we're going to learn about the post-Prohibition brewing history in Detroit here. And today we're in front of Motor City Brewing Works and Traffic Jam and Snug Restaurant, and we're about to leave and go on our route that loops around downtown Detroit.
I'm ready. Let's roll. Woo-hoo. So we're starting off on Canfield, just pulling out of the parking lot at Traffic Jam and Snug. Now, what you were explaining, the difference between they were a microbrewery as opposed to an official brewery?
Opposed to a brew pub. So in the state of Michigan, you're going to have two main tiers, which is the microbrewery and brewery versus a brew pub. And a brew pub is what Traffic Jam and Snug is. And what they do is they have a liquor license and they're only allowed to produce beer on site and sell it on site. They're not allowed to sell beer through a distributor. In the case of Motor City Brewing Works across the street here, they're a brewery and they can sell beer on site and also sell beer through a distributor and get bottled products out in stores. But as the industry continues to grow, you continue to have more breweries pop up because the consumer is looking for more bottled product for retail. Right where that park is, once stood the Zenda Brewing Company. Zenda Brewing Company was one of 4 Polish breweries that existed in the Hamtramck, edge of Detroit area here. So Hamtramck kind of came up over to here at one point, right?
How experienced of a rider do you recommend you be to become on this tour?
We really designed it for all skill levels. So the idea was we would create a simple 10-mile loop that really anyone, any average adult could bike ride. We wanted to have average folks that maybe don't normally get out and do this pothole have a chance to bike here. All right, keep going, keep going. The first building to my left here, where it says Metro Cold Storage, was at one point the Detroit Brewing Company. And they were in business from 1886 to 1948. And they were originally called the Continental Brewery. And eventually they relocated themselves back over here into Eastern Market and formed the name Detroit Brewing Company. So a lot of people don't realize that this Stroh's ice cream plant once was the Global Brewing Company, which was considered the second largest competitor, or the competitor that actually scared Stroh's in Detroit. And in 1985, across the street there, they finally closed the Stroh's plant. And they were still in business for another 14 years, but they weren't brewing any beer in Detroit at that point.
And what's nice too, the price of admission includes lunch and a beer.
So like our bus tours, we try to make the whole thing all-inclusive so that you can just come out and enjoy the day with us. We don't want you to have to worry about who pays the tab or who tips this guy. We really want to be like, we took care of everything for you.
Come
out and enjoy
have
your
fun
day.
and relax.
So in the bus tours, it's the same concept. You get on the bus, we go to 3 breweries in 5 hours. You do 3 tours, you have 3 beer tasting sessions, and everything's taken care of for you.
Now we're heading into the Elmwood Cemetery.
And we're gonna go by some grave sites of some former brewers, some famous brewers in the Detroit area here. August Goebel, the founder of Goebel Brewing Company, was born in 1839 and died in 1905. Bernard Stroh Sr. is who founded the Stroh's Brewing Company, and he's buried with his wife at the next stop we're going to go to, and the majority of his family.
This part of the tour alone, it's gorgeous, this little gem that you take us through.
I would say that 90% of the people we've had come on the tours have never been in here, didn't know it really existed, and have told us that they really enjoy this piece of it. Stroh's River Place was formerly the home of Park Davis and Company, and it dates back actually to the early 20th century, brought back to all their glory. That's a big claim. Let me tell you, this is an exclusive tour today.
We arranged that.
Yeah,
You know,
we arranged that. That was all part of the shoot. So they opened this 1.3-mile stretch in It's not that hard to bike through the center of Detroit. You getting hungry?
I'm thirsty.
You're thirsty?
I'm really thirsty.
So here we're at Grand Trunk Pub, and this is where our lunch stop is for the Motor City Bike and Brew tours. And we have sandwiches, and we have a round of beer set up for everybody. That's with our bike tour, and we kind of got our own section in the back. So.
Very cool. And all included in the price of the bike tour.
Exactly. So we try to make it all inclusive and make it simple for the riders. Oh, I wish I had my hat on. Oh, my makeup. So a big reason we chose Grand Trunk Pub here is their selection of all Michigan taps. At any time they have around 14 or 15 Michigan taps, give or take stuff being out. And it's a constant rotating tap list. So kind of as the seasons change, all these breweries kind of switch out into different beers. And then at the end, everybody will get a voucher, and they use that voucher over at Traffic Jam and Snug Restaurant, and they can get around there too.
Oh, wow.
So all that's included in your ticket. So I'd like to thank everybody for coming today. This concludes the Motor City Bike and Brew Tour. I'm glad you guys could all come out here. Now I'm going to give you guys all a voucher, and you guys can all head into Traffic Jam, have a round, we'll all celebrate, relax a bit. But please feel free to jump between the two places and enjoy these two great breweries.
Well, thanks,
So thanks for coming.
I had a lot of fun. You've turned me on to biking and brewing as well. Did you guys all have fun? Yeah. Thanks, Steve. Thank you. There are plenty of things to see and do in Metro Detroit this month, and our calendar of events is up next to point you in the right direction. See Mozart's fantastical opera, The Magic Flute, and get flowers for Mom at Eastern Market's Flower Day. Mitch Albom's new comedy, Hockey the Musical, premieres at City Theater, and Disney's Beauty and the Beast enchants the Fox. Kick off summer at America's largest high school fair. Then feel the Civil War come alive at Greenfield Village. Movement's non-stop electronic music electrifies Hart Plaza, and Beyoncé's world tour gives back to the water crisis in Flint. To learn of any changes, log on to visitdetroit.com or call 1-800-DETROIT. In their quest for energy-efficient innovations, Shell puts on eco-marathons. They have one in Asia, one in Europe, and one in the Americas. And that one is held right here in Detroit. It's a free event to the public, and it's held right at Cobo Center.
We invite students from college teams and high school teams to design, build, and compete their own vehicles to see who can go the furthest on a given amount of fuel. And they use all different kinds of fuels.
It's not just gasoline.
Not just gasoline, biofuels, hydrogen, electric, fuel cells, just about anything you can imagine.
So explain to me, they build it, they bring it here. That's from all over the Americas. They come here, correct?
First of all, they go through a technical inspection, and that by itself is huge drama because, of course, they've been working on these cars for the last 8 or 9 months. So once they pass the technical inspection, then they bring the cars out here on the track. By the way, the track that we've got set up here is on the same streets that Henry Ford tested his first quadricycle back in the day. So there's a little bit of history going on here as well. But once they get out on the track, once they pass the tech inspection, then they do their competition runs.
All right, well, I'm excited. I'm going to go inside and take a look around. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
So as you can see, it's a really big deal here. We've got over 100 teams there from different high schools and colleges in North America, South America, Central America. They're all here competing for the grand prize. We've got 2 different types of races going on. We've got a prototype car and an urban concept car. And these guys are working hard. Girls too. Well, we've got a hometown team here. We've got U of M, and it's great to see you guys competing. Can you tell me a little bit about what inspired you, why you're here, and about your car?
Yeah, definitely. So this is our 2016 vehicle. It's called Acacia. It's a battery electric vehicle in the prototype category here at Shell Eco Marathon. And this is our first year competing with a battery electric.
How's it going with the battery electric?
It's gone really well, actually. We just got a competition run in, so that was actually our first official run.
What is this made out of?
This is carbon fiber.
Carbon fiber.
Yeah,
and
so
who's the lucky driver?
We have 2 drivers. We have a primary driver and a secondary driver. So our primary driver drove this morning, but we're hoping to do the secondary driver once too because she's lighter weight and so better fuel efficiency. But we really wanted to get a test in with our primary driver.
Hey, Duke University, tell me, you guys are known for your lightweight vehicles, is that correct?
That is correct. We have a carbon fiber monocoque, so in other words, there is no frame. It's more of an exoskeleton, and the benefit of that is a pretty big weight reduction. And we do that by using a carbon fiber and honeycomb combination, and this composite material has a very high strength to weight ratio. Actually, the body only weighs about 20 pounds.
Okay, so U of Dean Jesuit High School, how do you guys like the competition?
It's really awesome. We have 2 prototype cars. One is battery electric and one is gasoline powered. Obviously, they're very different power sources, so we want to get experience working with both. This one did complete a successful run. We're on the scoreboard.
Yeah.
That one, we had something break at the last second. We almost got a successful run, but we think we've got it fixed and we're about to go out for another one.
Well, good luck.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
So this is pretty exciting. The first all-girls team in the Shell Eco Marathon. Tell me, where are you guys from?
We're from Granite Falls, Washington.
Washington. And what inspired you girls to get involved in this competition that's predominantly boys and males?
Well, I think having the hands-on experience and being able to call ourselves the first and only all-girls team makes us really proud. So having that, and we just take it and go and do what the boys can do.
So this is exciting. We've got a team from Brazil, and I want to know, what do you guys think about Detroit and about the Eco Marathon?
I think that is a very nice opportunity for us that are students that come here to the US, and Detroit too, that is a very nice city with a lot of relations with the automotive industry like GM, 40, and so I think that is a very nice opportunity that we have here.
For the car to go on the track, they must first pass technical inspection. We have different sections here. So there's around 10 different stations.
Oh,
and
there's 10.
We cover about 100 over checklist items. Yeah,
wow,
so
that's a lot.
Yes.
And so do many teams pass it on the first try?
Not many.
So after you've watched the guys working on their cars, another great reason to come to the Shell Eco Marathon is they have all these great booths here. You can learn about living energy efficiently. They've got entertainment. There's a kids area where they can play. They've got like a soccer net set up over there. They're talking about future energy, just all kinds of great information you can pick up here. This is where they begin the race. They're getting ready to go out on the test track and see how they've done. Remember, it's not about the speed, but it's about how far they can go with using the least amount of energy.
At the beginning of every race, the cars are going to come in and they have a special fuel tank that's provided by Shell that has a really skinny neck at the top and it has a line. So at the start line, we're going to fill it all the way up to that line.
Okay.
And then they run their 10 laps, about 6 miles.
10 laps around, okay.
Correct. So then when they get back to the finish tent, we use a special burette in order to fill the tanks back up to the line and calculate how much fuel it takes to fill it back up to where they started.
Now what if it's an electric vehicle?
The electric vehicles have special meters that are attached to them that determines how much energy is flowing from the battery to the electric motor. These students have done a lot of really creative stuff.
Yeah.
It's cool to watch them make it work. Neat to watch them try and troubleshoot as things happen, adversity happens, and they all rally up and make it work and get to run.
So So it's nice if you don't want to sit in the grandstand area, you can walk all along the edges of the racetrack and you can see from different perspectives. You can kind of take in the city, lots of different reasons to walk around. The Shell Eco Marathon is a family-friendly, free event. It's challenging young minds, it's paving the road to the future, and we get a front row seat right here in Detroit. Well, that's our show. Thanks for watching. I'm Veronica Vance. And remember, if you would like more information on any of the places we visited, log on to visitdetroit.com. So until I see you next time, go out and explore on your own and discover the D.
To learn about discounts and special offers for featured attractions, plus how to get copies of Visit Detroit magazine, click on visitdetroit.com.
Production funding for this program was made possible by the Detroit Metro Convention and Visitors Bureau, driving tourism growth in Metro Detroit since 1896. More information is available at visitdetroit.com.